There is a tax no one talks about. It's not your W-2. It never shows up as a line item in your budget. Your accountant never says a word about it. But if you are a woman in your 40s or 50s, caring for a parent and still raising adult children, you're paying it every single month. I call it the guilt tax. Today, I'm going to show you what it costs you, not in a vague way, real numbers, real dollars out of your future. And then I'm going to give you one more move to start getting your money back. Hi, I'm Arlie Van, and this is Rich Without the Rush. Last episode, I wrote you a letter. This one shows you the math. Now, stay with me. You left a meeting last week. You didn't tell anyone why. You didn't tell anyone you had to take your mother to a follow-up appointment because she simply couldn't take herself. You say no to the projects at work that requires travel. You pass on promotions. It means more hours and you're out of hours. You take time off without pay when there's no other way. Each of those feels like the right call to make, and it is the right call. But here's what the data shows. 57% of women in the sandwich generation have had to choose between their job and their family. More than half. And every time she makes that choice, it costs her. A few raises, a few steps up, a few hours paid. Now, over 10 years, that loss can reach 6 figures. Not because she was not good enough, because she was a daughter, a mother at the same time. That is the first part of the guilt tax. Here's the part that keeps her up at night. She's in her 40s or 50s. She's making good money now. These are her best saving years. Then caregiving hits. Her parent need help with food. She pays it. The drug costs go up. She pays it. There's the hearing aid. There's the wheelchair ramp. A doctor 2 hours away. She pays it because she loves her parents, because she's the one who shows up. Meanwhile, in her retirement account, she's still only saving 3%. Or she paused it just for a little while. Or she took money out and has not told anyone. Every month she waits. The growth that should be building her future is not building it at all. The average caregiver in her position spends more than $10,000 a year out of pocket. More than 75 hours a month managing it all. That money was meant for her future. She did not spend it without thinking. She spent it on love. But love has a cost, and nobody put it in the budget. This third one is the sneaky one. I call it stress spending. When you are managing your parents, your children, your home, your job, you make hundreds of choices every day. What to refill, which visit to move, whether your adult child's problem this month is a true emergency or is just something that's uncomfortable for them. By the time you get to your own money choices, your brain is gone. Not because you are weak, because you are simply human. So you order out instead of cooking. You buy the things that felt like a reward. You skip comparing prices because you just can't find the energy to do that. That's not a money problem. That's a worn out person doing the best that she can. 40% of caregivers say they have made money choices that they regret. These are not bad people making bad choices. worn out women running on empty. That is the guilt tax. The job toll, the savings gap, the stress spending. It adds up. And for many women in the sandwich generation, this tax costs more per year than income tax. And no one warned you that this was even coming. So what do you do? If you have been following this show, you know the Tortoise Formula. Direction times discipline divided by distraction equals wealth. We've talked about distractions before, and yours is different. It's not your phone. It's not your spending. Your distraction is your father's peel schedule. Your distraction is your daughter's rent. Your distraction is the call at lunch because it was mom and you always pick up. You cannot delete that, nor can you opt out of your family. So the formula has to work in a new way just for you. You cannot get rid of the distraction, but you can guard your direction. Make it so locked in, so automatic that even on your worst days, your future is still moving forward. Small moves already done, running in the background. While you take care of everyone else, your savings account take care of themselves. That is the goal. Here's your homework. One auto transfer, not a full budget fix, not a big plan, just one transfer set to move the day your check comes in, before the care starts to hit, before the bills come, before anyone else's need can touch it. You first, just this once, just a small amount. It needs to be small enough that you will not cancel it. For some of you, that is $50 a month. Some, it's $25. For some right now, it may mean $10. And that's fine. The habit matters more than the amount. And here's why it works. You cannot get too tired to keep a choice you've already made. When the transfer is set, when it just happens, you never have to pick between your future and someone else's crisis. The choice is already made in a calm moment by you, in a calm moment when your head is clear. Galatians 9:6 says it best. Let us not grow tired of doing good, for in due time we will get the harvest if we do not give up. That verse was written for the woman who is tired and still showing up. Keep going. Your harvest is coming. The guilt tax is real. It has been charging you for years. And unlike income tax, no one sends a bill. It just takes from your future while you tend to your present. But the refund is real as well. It starts with one auto transfer. It grows with a plan that fits your real life. And it builds over time, the way the tortoise always does. You've been paying the guilt tax long enough. It is time for a refund. Share this with the woman in your life who carries all of this. She will not send it to herself. She's too busy taking care of everyone else. But you can send it to her. And sometimes the best thing you can do for someone is to say, I see what you're doing, and there is a plan. Download the free Peace Index at richwithouttherush.com. 5 minutes. Measures what your bank balance cannot. I'm Arlie Van. This is Rich Without the Rush. Be calm, be steady, and remember, slow always wins.